So, hi guys. So, this is Sanvi Goyal. I'm a second year student pursuing Bachelor's in Technology from Vellore Institute of Technology, Vellore. Um, I'm in IEEECS, the very club that's organizing this amazing event. So, it's a series of event under tech niche. So basically, we are going to release a lot of exciting videos and a lot of learning opportunities and such for the people that are watching. So yeah, I really hope that this session is really interactive and that you guys take something valuable away from it. So, and I'm also like newbie like the rest of the people that are watching. I'm not a pro or anything, I just know a few things. So I really hope that I can implement that when I'm teaching today. So, yeah, there are two ways in which you can use Figma. One is that you can run it on your browser. So, I'm using Safari over here. So, this is how the page looks after you log in and stuff. The other option is that you can download the offline version as well. So you can download Figma on your laptops, your systems, or anything. It's easy, it's really easy. They give you the instructions and everything, you just need to follow it and hit the download button, that's all. So I'm using the version that's online. So this is my browser. So after you make an account and everything, you click on a new project and this is the page that you see. So this is my name, Sanvi Girl 23 BC 0888. That's my registration number that I got. So first things first, we'll label our project. What do you want to call it? My first work, I think. Okay. So my first work, that's the name of the project. So this is a workspace. Over here you can see some options, layers, assets, anything. We'll get into it later. It's all really easy, guys. You don't need to worry about it. Over here we have some options. This is the main menu wherein you can see so many options. Like you can see plugins, you can see file, edit, view, so many options. Oh my god, yeah. So this is the main menu. This is move. This is frame. Like we'll get into it later. It's fine. This is rectangle. Pen, text. You can add text using this. Resources, hand tool, and comments. You can add comments using this. So this is the share option. In case you want to share it with other people, it's pretty simple. This is also some options. It looks complicated, but trust me guys, this is like super easy. So what we're going to do today is that we'll make a website landing page. I feel like if you want to learn something from the basic level, I feel like rather than sitting and watching a lot of tutorials where they tell you what each and everything is, I feel like it's easy if you try to clone something. So we are not cloning anything in particular today, but we'll try to make a very easy basic website landing page. That's it. That's literally it. I know it looks or seems complicated, but it's not. And we're going to clone it and we'll try to use as many options as possible. And the ones that I leave out, you guys can explore when you're like making your own projects in the future. So I went over here. This is my frame. So from frame 1, I'll name it main because it sounds very tech-y, sounds nice. So I went, this is the design option. So this is my shape, right? So you can see so many options that are additional. So Figma is really like, what do you say, nice in that way. Nice is a very mid-term, but nice in that way that it looks complicated but it's super easy. So I put my page to 1440 and 900. The dimensions and all, you don't need to worry about it. You'll understand it eventually as you start working on it. Now I want a grid. I change it to columns. This is all super easy. You'll understand all of this once we complete the project. So yeah, that's it. Super easy. We went over here. I want a rectangle. You click anywhere on the page, you'll get 100 by 100 size. So this is a standard rectangle. I wanted to fill my website like the main page that I have. So I'll give it the same dimensions that I gave the first page. Now I'll just drag it and I'll put it over here. And you can see that it's overlapping. Now I want to change my color. There are two options really. One is that you can see all the complicated numbers and alphabets and such. And one is for people like us that you just click, easy peasy. That's literally it. You just go and you just click whatever black you want, as if there are so many types of blacks. So yeah. Now I want to lock it because it looks pretty good to me. So there's just this option by which you can lock. So I locked it over here. You can unlock as well. It's like super easy. See, we unlocked. But I want to lock again. So this is how we add text. You go to the text option over here and you click anywhere on the screen. You'll get a cursor and you just start typing. So I want to change the font because it doesn't look fancy. So we're changing it. I want to make this 18. 18 is a good size, right? So I want to add 4 more of these, but the issue is that I have to go over here again and again, select type, and then change the font, change everything. So I feel like, oh, oops. So you have to select the text and then do it. My bad. See, these are the type of things that you learn when you actually implement. So this is the type of text, like the font that I want. This is all the options that we have: thin, extra light, regular, medium, semi bold, bold, and these are all the sizes. So it's like super easy. This is the color. I wanted white, so I won't disturb this. Now I want 4 more of these. Rather than going here and selecting and typing text again and again, I'll just simply go over here and I click on option for Mac and alt for Windows, and I'll just drag this and I'll copy it 4 times. So oops, it's supposed to go, yeah, I don't want this, so I'll just put command X and I'll just remove that. Super easy. So now we can change the font. I feel like that's very easy as compared to typing each and everything from scratch. So I want this to be about, so I'm not cloning anything in particular, but like some basic website wherein you can really see how it's made from scratch. So this is program. I want this to be price and this to be, what do you want? Okay, contact sounds nice. So now you can see, right, it's not really in a proper format, so I can select everything. Now I want the space between them to be 40, so you can just go over there and do it. That's pretty easy. I want it to be aligned. What am I doing, guys? I'm so sorry. Okay, so I want to change the position of this. Yes, so it looks much more presentable now. I feel like anything about design really is that it needs to look presentable. It cannot look like you did it last minute or something. So okay, so one thing about design I feel like is that it needs to look really cohesive, and the whole point of design is that it's easy to read, right? We are trying to make people's life easier. So you cannot have the font looking very tiny or the font just looking too complicated just to make it look fancy and like people can't read. So we don't want that. Now, this is done. This looks nice. We'll add one more text. You just go over here, click text, and click over here. I want to write IEEECS. This is the name of the club that I'm in. So control command or you can do select. Now I want this to look bold because I'll drag it and I'll change the position. Now I want it to align with this thing over here so that it looks nice. So this is what we made so far. Super easy, super simple. We just took a frame from here, we took a shape, we added some text, we changed the font, sizing. So far so good, right? This is how we know the dimensions of where we put things. So you just select everything like this. You click on option. It's option for Mac and alt for Windows. So you click on it to see the height. Now I want it to be 60 just so it looks nicer. You guys can now see. You can see that it looks nicer. I don't know if you can really tell the difference, but it makes a lot of difference, guys, trust me. Now the grid that I had, I wanted to show, so it looks like this. It kind of reminds me of Netflix actually but I don't know about you guys. What does it remind you of? Now I want to add, like, for contacts you add Instagram, Snapchat, not Snapchat because it's a website, but plugin. So we'll go over here, this is resources, and we'll search for a plugin. So the name of the plugin is Iconify. You can use this to get the icons. Is my spelling wrong? My spelling is right. Oh. What is this? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Yes, we got it. So we run it. It's pretty simple. So we'll put Instagram first thing. INS. My spellings are really bad, guys. You have to ignore it. So yes, now this is some fancy looking Instagram, but then we want something that goes really well with the design that we have. So we'll just choose something simple, like let's say this. I want the color to be white. Now we'll import the icon. You can see the icon over here. Now we want Facebook. No one really uses Facebook these days, guys, but it feels necessary to add it in a website. So this is our Facebook for old people. Not really old. If you are using Facebook, then that's fine. We'll add LinkedIn. So So what we are going to do now is that we'll align this over there. So we pressed Shift plus A. This is for both Mac and Windows. So this is easier to maneuver because you can just change all the settings and everything together. So it's less of a hassle. You can place it somewhere where it aligns to all of this. One more thing is that to bring an object forward, you just go to layers and then you edit it. So that's one thing. So it looks somewhat presentable. We have this over here. Now this is our menu, right? We want this in most of the pages that we have, so we'll select everything that we have and we'll press Command Option and G for Mac, so you can see that it's all one frame. For Windows, it's Control plus Alt plus G. So you can label it as main menu. If you don't do it, it doesn't really matter, but the reason why we do it is to make it look more organized, so that if there are any changes, or suppose we need the same menu throughout the different pages of our website, it's easier for us. So now we need a title for the website. So text, we are going to type out something. We'll write something like IEEE CS. Now we want this to be medium because it's a title. It's all really your preference, to be honest. We can change this. Actually, we can make it bold. It's fine. We can choose the font size. Now, because this is a heading, I want it to be capital always. So you can go over here. This is a tiny option. You go over here. You can see alignment, resizing, decoration, so many things. This is to strike the text. This is to underline. This is the case. So I want it to be uppercase because it's a heading. So, oops, where did it go? Yeah, so IEEE, even if I type lowercase, it will be uppercase. Right now my caps lock is off, but still it's uppercase. So this is what I wanted to show you. Now you can align it to the center of the page. So far so good. It's pretty easy. If you want, you can go over here and align it to the center as well, but you can just drag it around till you see this line. So it's really the second way of doing the same thing. Now let's say we have one more. We can write DESIGN, design. We can write digital design. Guys, my spellings are bad, okay? Okay, so this is our text. Same font, bold 72. Over here it's caps. Now I want this and this to be one thing, so I'll put Shift A. Now you can see that it's one thing. I want this to be. So you can see, right, even if I want to change this thing, it's following the frame that it's inside. So if I want, it's like super easy for me to move around, handle it and stuff. So yes, this is center aligned. I want this to be center aligned as well. Now I'll make this one. You can see how it shifted towards the proper alignment really. This is, now I'll press Ctrl G for Windows, Command G for Mac. Now let's say text one. It's already aligned, so we don't need to align it anymore. We can add this is an amazing workshop for the people now. We can change the size. We'll do Ctrl A to select everything. I want the font to be this size. Now I want it to be aligned so it doesn't look like this anymore. I'll align this again. So this is an amazing workshop for the people who want to start with basics. This is the description that we have. Now, what else do we need? The distance will leave a little more. We can add something in the description as well, like, I don't know, I hope to have an amazing audience, which I have, so it's cool. I'll make this into a new line. Okay, no, never mind. I'll shift this so that it's inside. So you can tell that it's aligned now. So it's pretty easy. Now we'll use the frame. We'll click on this. We'll do 440 and 900 again. Oh no, actually, this is the option button that we're going to have. So this is 180 and this is 57. We'll put this over here. So oops. Okay. Now for the color we are going to change it. So you don't need to worry about all the codes and stuff. There are a lot of websites that you can use to refer to the codes and such. This is the color that I want. Now a rectangle looks odd, so we are going to smooth the corners. We'll call this, let's say, button. Okay. Now, okay. Now we want a text inside this. So we'll write orders. We need to change this. So this is regular. I want the color to be white. So this is white. And the size to be, let's just take the text again. Order regular 80, and I want this to be white. I guess we can just leave it black. Now I want it to be at the center, so I'll just drag it till it is at the center. I want to make this bold actually, so that it's easier to see. Now we'll click on the button, yes. We'll go to effects. There's an option called drop shadow. Yeah, I'm so sorry guys. So this is the drop shadow option. You'll click here. You can click over here and you can use this. With this you can pick any color that you want. Now we want the blur to be 25. I want this to be 0. Enter. Now I want it to be here because it looks good. Everything is aligned. So go to resources, iconify. I want an arrow, white arrow. Oops. So I want an arrow so that it points to the order option that we have. White arrow. Is my spelling wrong? Guys, let me check. My spelling is right. Why? Oh, okay. I don't know why I typed white. So I want something that looks cute. I want an arrow that's curved, but that's not an option. Guys, these arrows are not cute. We'll just select this, it's fine. I'll import this. Now I want it to be big. So, and you can see one thing, that when you bring it here you can't see, but over here you can see. So the option occurs due to layering, so you need to layer the option properly. So you can do this by clicking the right square button on your keyboard. Now you can see that it's properly. Now I want it to be curved so that it looks fancy. Let's say 20 degrees. How about, I don't know, minus 20? Okay, cute enough. I know it doesn't look that nice, but we are going to layer it with a cute background, so it will look much better, trust me. This is how it's looking right now. This whole background will go off. So I want it to be placed here. Now I want a text saying orders from here. Do select all. I want the text that I want, it's not here, but we'll just take this. We'll take something that looks very cute. Something that doesn't look so formal, so okay, cute. We can do the text 20. Okay, you know what? It doesn't look cute, so I don't want this to be here. We are just going to leave it like that. What else do we need to do? Something that looks fancy. I guess we can add something here. There is a lot of blank space. So Yep. So, sorry guys, I had to leave for 1 second. So, I removed the options over here because it looked too messy, but we can do it in case we create a page after this. But due to time restraints, we cannot create more pages, but I would love if you guys explore on your own. So, what we can do is we can add some cool background to the landing page because it doesn't look that fancy. So we'll go over here, extensions, resources, and we'll use plugins. We'll type in pixels and we'll type in space to get like cool images. I guess this is cool. So we can align it with our page. So the dimensions are 440 and 900. You can see that it's aligned with our page. Now it's overpowering our page, right? So we need to decrease the opacity. We can do it 25 so it goes in the back. In the main option that we have, I don't want this to be seen. So this is our home page. We can further create about, program, price, and contact pages, and we can create options wherein if we click on order, it leads us somewhere. If we click on main, it leads us somewhere. If we click on Instagram or LinkedIn or something, it leads us somewhere. And the tiny things that you see over here, we can just hide them, so it doesn't really matter. So I'll just remove this extra stuff that we have. So I'll lock it. You can unlock it as well. If you don't want to see this, you can just do this and it will go off, but if you want to see, you can do this again. So it's a really cool feature. And yeah, I guess that's it, guys. So this is the landing page that we created, and due to time restraints we have to stop over here. If you are interested in knowing more, please tell us in the comments or contact our IEEECS. We'll love to help you out. If you need any more resources, we'll be sure to link it down, and the link for this landing page will be linked there as well. So yeah, bye bye. Thanks for attending. So